Welcome to San Miguel TV. This is San Miguel. We are live. Welcome. It is Friday, August 27th, and it's 12:50 p.m. right now. This is a little different from my usual time, but I just wanted to go live and talk about these different stocks that are popping today. If y'all follow this stock market, the Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and the S&P 500. Are all different markets that you can trade in. I usually don't talk about this type of stuff, but we got to get our money right and our minds right. So, let me just check a few things, make sure everything is good here. I want to see if I could see the comments. Looks like we are live. We're good to go. So, here's the charts. The first company I want to talk about is AMC. If y'all don't know what's going on and what has been going on recently with AMC and the whole stock market, is that retail investors like myself, you, and others that don't have millions to work with, right, like the hedge funds, regular investors like ourselves, we're looking for a stock that we can get some money real quick, right? We're looking for a quick jump because we don't have the thousands or the millions of dollars to play with and make 100,000 in one day or 200,000 in one day just using money. Because obviously you can make money with money. The problem is the majority of us, we broke. We don't have that much money to play with. The money that we do have, we got to use it. So I advise anybody that's looking out there, that's listening out there, that's looking to use some of their money to invest. Make sure you use what you don't need. Something that you're going to put to the side. Some of y'all know me from the cult, from the ICGJC, where we were paying tithes, 20% of our money. We used to, I don't know if you used to, but I know the way I used to do it was put that money to the side and not touch it because that money wasn't for my, everyday use. Now, I'm out of the cult. I have a new way of thinking right now. I got to get my money right. This money is going to go towards the stock market. Anybody could do it differently. I know everybody has their own finances to worry about. But AMC is one that I'm involved in. I'm going to show you some of the stocks that I'm in, what they've done for the day. Looks like AMC here is at $40 a stock, is down less than 50%. I'm sorry, less than 1%, 0.5% on the day. I caught it down at $28 about 3 months ago, back in June. I caught it as it was coming up from $19. Now, be careful with these some of these stocks I'm going to tell you about. They're very volatile. Very volatile. You got one today called SPRT. This is the one that blew up today that I wanted to talk about. Where's that one at? Support.com. This one went up 195%. It's at $57. I saw it yesterday at like $17. It had already ran up like 30%. And I said, no, I'm not touching it. And I would have almost doubled my money right now. Look at this one. On the day is up 185%. You don't get that in a year sometimes with these stocks. 2 years, 3 years. You have the Nasdaq up a point on the day. A little bit over a point. Now, you have one stock amongst all these stocks out here that's doing 3 times your money here. If you would have caught it even earlier today, you would have had almost 3 times your money. I'm not touching it. It's too hot. This is for day traders, for those out there that like to day trade. I'm more of a swing trader. Day traders will buy the stock that day and maybe sell it by the end of the day. I'm more of a, holder for a few days. I don't like to be in and out like that. It was good, Killer B. My bad, man. I can't see some of your comments. Let me see if I could put this out here to the side. But yeah, man, I'm over here doing a little something different here, as you can see. Going through these daily charts, man. Also, I mean, today Jerome Powell, man, this cat is if you don't know, he's the chair of the Federal Reserve. Jerome Powell here. He spoke today. I actually want to see if I could play his little speech or get somebody to pretty much summarize it. U.S. Fed chief talks tapering in 2021 at Jackson Hole symposium. So that was today. Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole, basically saying that inflation has been on the rise. They're trying to control it. They're giving out all types of stimulus. I know y'all been getting it in the mail. Put some of that money to the side. If you're working, put some of that money to the side. Put it into the stock market. Put it into your business. If you're looking for something new to do with your money, you want to look towards the stock market. Crypto is good. It's been hot and it's really high today. As they say, it's very bullish. If you want to look at some of the cryptos, Dogecoin is one I spoke about before. I'm still in Dogecoin. I've made thousands of dollars in Dogecoin. I love Dogecoin. Elon Musk has been promoting it. Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla, billionaire, multi-billionaire, one of the richest men in the world. I mean, this cat wants to use this type of currency because we use the paper currency, which was backed by the gold. It's not anymore. It used to be, right? So there's no amount, there's no actual, too much of money that you can print out. There's no maximum, right? You can print out, and they've been printing out too much money. So the value of the dollar is going to end up going down. This is causing a lot of inflation. With everything that's been going on, we got all these different variants, the damn Delta River variant, you got the La Bamba variant. Don't get caught up with any of these damn anti, science cats out here that be trying to teach you about what, you got to eat some damn broccoli and, drink some, take these silver codium pills and all this crap that they be talking about. Yeah, elderberry takers. I mean, it's not garbage. This stuff is good for you, but it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help you against a virus, man. Especially a virus that's constantly evolving. Now, if you want to talk about the origins of the virus or whatever, that's not what I'm here to do. Just the effect of what's going on with the stock market and our whole economy. That shit has been fucking it up, for lack of better terms. Um, I'm on my day off. I'm here chilling today. I wanted to do this live. Good evening out there. Let me see what we got. Mr. Proclate, Mr. Proclatige, I believe. My bad. I gotta zoom. Take this thing out of here. Let me see if I can zoom into this chat over here. Whatever. I'll leave it like that. So we were talking about the crypto, man. Crypto is it's a good way to hedge your money. If you got some money, take it out of the savings account for Bank of America and Chase. Don't just have money sitting up in there, man. They use your money and throw it on the stock market themselves. They, with their damn hedge funds and their brokers. That's what they do. So the best thing to do if you want to have your money work for you is, here's some crypto we could talk about. I'll give you my top three at least. Doge is a good one. I caught it on January 28th. If you look at the chart, it was still at a penny on January 28th. That's when I caught it. This thing ran up to 72 cents. Let's see if we could go on the months here. This thing is all... Let's zoom in. Let's see if we could zoom in here on the week. This is the week. Weekly charts. I mean, this thing's been running from 17 cents. I caught it. I paid, I ended up throwing down some more money when it hit 17 cents Dogecoin. Trying to see if we can catch it on the day. I mean, the day chart is hit up to 31 cents. It was down to, I think, 25 cents earlier, if I'm not mistaken. I like XRP. That's another one I'm in on. I caught that. It depends which brokerage account you use too. You know, good try. Yeah, my bad. I'm not good with reading some of these. But you know, just to get back to these, what's going on in the economy and everything. This cat, Jerome Powell, came out today. Let me see what he said here. So, United States Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell kicked off this year's annual Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium on a positive note, telling policymakers he believes substantial further progress has been made on some metrics and signaling he believes the time is right for the Fed to start tapering off some of its economic support. So, get ready. I'm guessing by the end of the year, they're going to stop giving out that $250 that they're giving for the children now. $250 per child every month. That might stop about December. Unemployment, they've extended that unemployment benefits a while back. And just for those that's down on hard times, this is what you have a government out here for. They do some good things. You just need to be able to find it, know where it's at. And if this doesn't regard you, then that's cool. But there's a lot of people out here that's really interested in what's going on in the economy, and what's going on with their money. See, you got people live here you have people that constantly go live talking about AMC. Sometimes I get on this stream right here, The Masked Investor. Like I was talking about AMC earlier, man. AMC, I caught it down at $28. It's been on a wild ride, man. It's a very volatile stock, so be careful with some of these. Yeah, man. Let's get back to these charts, though. This XRP, well, AMC, like I said, I'm waiting for the shorts to squeeze. Pretty much, I'm waiting for the shorts to cover on this. There's a lot of people shorting the stock, betting on the stock to go down. I think it was about 80%. Short interest, but it was some crazy number like that, which causes a big squeeze, what they call a squeeze, which is a sell-off, and the price will go up because this stock, by retail investors, have been flooding this stock and buying this stock like crazy. And let's see, what time is it? It's 102 right now. So yeah, this stock is at $40. When I woke up this morning, it was up, I think, at like $45, $44. Let me see if we could get over here. Yes, it started the day pretty much at like 44, 44.50. So it's been on a downtrend. I'm not worried about it. I bought it a little bit down here too. I don't know why I did it. I'm feeling like it's gonna go up. That's why I went live too. If you've been following the stock market for the last 3 months, it's been taking a big fat dump on everybody. Hasn't been doing anything. It was doing really good last year, going into February, January. We was hype. I took a lot of that money and put it in on Doge in January, and that kept going. So I swung my money from one stock to another, so that way I'm not going up and down with the damn roller coaster of the stock market. That's just how I do it as a swing trader. So AMC is one that I'm watching. I got a lot of money in stake here. This is my biggest holding. My second biggest would be CPSH. With this stock, this is actually a fundamental stock. AMC, I'm not going to be in this for long. I'm waiting for the shorts to cover. I'm waiting to see maybe $400, $500 a share, and then I'm out. Maybe, I don't know. I got to see how it goes because there's so much more money to be made here, and people are really hyped. There's a nation behind this AMC. This is like, a cult following if y'all haven't been seeing what's going on with AMC and GME, which is GameStop. AMC is the movie theater. Nobody's going to the movies no more, right? This whole, like we was talking about the Delta and the La Bamba strain, they've been killing this whole, social life. So movie theater is not really the way to go if you want to look at investing your money or even opening up a business. Movie theaters are not looking good right now. Streaming movies is what's been popping. That's why Netflix is up like crazy. Disney Plus. Disney as a stock has a lot more support. They're looking a lot better now because they're making that move towards streaming. They bought out all that Marvel and all of that stuff. So they got a lot to go around. They're a good looking company. That's for the long term, and that's how I look at CPSH. CPSH Technologies is one of my favorite stocks. I caught it at $5.30. I'm not up that much on it, and this is why I like it so much is because it's a sleeper, and it gives me time to add money to it because this is one of my long term. So I don't care about its day to day movements. AMC I do. CPSH not so much. Um, I was reading a little bit about CPSH. I actually wanted to talk about that. We don't have to talk about this stock, the economy so much with Jerome Powell. Pretty much, they're gonna start tapering off some of that economic stimulus and all of that they've been giving y'all. They've been giving all of us. Maybe by the end of the year, they didn't give an exact date, but they're saying they're gonna start doing that now. So they'll slowly do that within the next 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, who knows. But let's talk about CPSH Technologies, just so y'all know why I like this stock. This is a metal matrix composites company. Let's read what Bloomberg says about it. The company profile. I like Bloomberg as a website. They give with its finance, they're on point with it. Let me see if I can zoom in here. This company works with the Navy. They work with different companies that need any stealth, any metal matrix composites for robotics. The robotics industry is huge. It's the future of the robotics industry is, I mean, we're just getting started, right? So you want to invest now. I'm so old school. Let me see what you say here. I'm so old school. I still believe precious metals have relevance. Well, you know what? They do. They do to some extent. We still need some precious metals for the cars that are going to be produced. The batteries. There's lithium, things like that. Lithium, copper. That we still need that. So yeah, precious metals. I don't like gold and silver. I don't invest in that, even though those companies usually pay a bonus, a dividend. I don't really like those too much. If you want to talk about, yeah, silver is a good hedge. I would say silver is a good hedge. I'm using crypto as a hedge right now because that represents blockchain technology. Any crypto deals with blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is the future of this. It's the future, man. That's it. What's good, Jimmy Jordan and everybody out there? But yeah, silver. No, one of the silver companies that I think I was looking at was AG Majestic. But oh, you actually buy physical silver, right? Yeah, got you. But First Majestic is what it is. My bad. Thought it was called AG. But yeah, that's good too, man. I like lithium as something to invest in because it's used for batteries, and we're gonna need that with the electric car batteries. Your phone needs lithium, and those things are gonna be in production for the next who knows, man. It's the future, right? Oh yeah, this company I was talking about on my last live that I was talking about the stocks. It's a company in Chile that actually deals with rare earth. But lithium, there's different lithium companies. I forget some of these names. This company is good though, right here, man. I really like SQM. That's a ticker symbol if you want to look into this. They're a supplier of plant nutrients. They're a chemical company in Chile. They supply lithium, iodine, industrial chemicals. Yeah, this is a good company, man. looking into the future. But CPS Technologies is a company that develops, manufactures, and markets advanced materials for the electronics, robotics, automotive, and other industries. The company's products are used in cellular telephone infrastructure equipment, network servers, motor controllers for electric trains, subway cars, and wind turbines and other applications. So that's why I like CPS Technologies, because they got their foot in a lot of things. You know, they got their hands in a lot of things, and I hold a lot. This is my second biggest holding as far as stocks. So I wanted to go over all of this, man. Right now, the stock that's really moving is support.com. They went crazy today. Look at this movement on the day. This is the last 5 minutes, actually. Damn. Just in the last 5 minutes, it went crazy. This is on the day. Man. Yo, I was looking at this joint yesterday, thinking about buying it. I could have tripled my money real quick. That's the best type of flip. Just boom. Man, look at this joint, bro. Snap. Yo, this is crazy movements. Imagine you got into this a while ago. This is this is going back to July, right? Man, look at all of this though. Yeah, that's going through June, August, July. Bro, this shit is crazy. Today's what, the 27th? Man. Look at that. You could have jumped in here at $3.22 in June. And if you threw in $1,000, you would have had like 10, almost 10 G's right there. 9 G's. If you would have just threw in $1,000. Let's see. Let's get up in this a little bit better. Even if you would have threw in $1,000 yesterday, you would have tripled your money. Had 3 G's, man. 4 G's maybe. It's good to keep up with this, man. I'll be looking at this like a hawk. It's not good, man. It's not good for your health. I don't condone that type of behavior. That is fanatic, manic behavior. Looking at, that's what this money has you doing. You got a lot of money riding on it. But when you invest in a good stock that it's doing its thing, you don't got to worry about it and check on it, then you're good. So but that's when you're long term. I'm not only a long term. I'm a half a long term trader, and I do some swing trading, which is like weekly. Even sometimes I get out of a position in a whole day. For in 2 days or something like that. Sometimes I'll do day trading though. Is what I meant. Yeah, this one right here though, I like CPSH a lot. I like it a lot. It had got a contract with the Navy, actually, if we could read that. That was probably like last year. GPS technology and the Navy. Let me see. I mean, if the Navy is messing with you, you're looking good. Here we go. CPS Technologies Corporation receives purchase order for hybrid tech armor panels for aircraft carrier. Okay, so this is the Air Force. But they're dealing with the military. They got military contracts, man. They're official. They're official. So they're not well known though. A lot of people are not really talking about that. If you Google, if you put CPSH here, I look it up constantly, but if you look into it, there's not that many people that really talk about it recently. Look, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and it's the same person. Then you got this dude 7 months ago. It's not really spoken about that much. If you want to see in this last week, I don't even see that anybody's talking about it. But yeah, this joint, man. CPS Technology is one of my favorite ones. Let's go into another one though. I like let me see here. Clover Health. I just bought into this one today. I've been looking at it for like the last 2 months. And let me see if I could get the monthly chart. I mean, on the monthly chart, if you want to look at the monthly chart here, let's see, August. Let's get it. We see August. I mean, it's been doing all right. It's been doing all right for the last month. I mean, it's been sitting in the same spot. It hasn't been doing all right. It's really been sitting in the same spot. But I feel like it's gonna go up to where it was at once here. I believe it was like $16. It went up to back in like in February. And they're a company that deals with health investments. They deal with, I forgot what exactly. I think they're coming out with some therapeutic drug. So they're waiting on phase 3 of the approval for their drug. They're waiting on phase 3, which I believe is in December. So I believe that in the next 3 months, next 3 or 4 months leading up to December, this stock is gonna go really high. That's take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But just coming from somebody that has been doing their research on this, this is a good place to get into the stock. I caught it at $8.40, I think, this morning, 43 cents, right at the bottom. And yeah, Clover Health is good, man. And they're actually spoken about a lot online. Aquestive Therapeutics is another good one. But this one is very speculative. This one deals with the nervous system, and they coming out with a drug. They're trying to get it approved that it regulates people's central nervous system that has issues, with neurological issues dealing with your nervous system and all of that. I like a lot of the medical stocks, because if they come out with a breakthrough drug, that stock is gonna 10 times. I've seen it. I actually sold out of a stock called Ocugen right before they 8x'd, like an idiot. I was feeling, that's the worst. Regret is one of the worst emotions. But let's see here. San Miguel, I'd like to invite you to visit a live panel from across the pond, Godless Block. If you get bored of talking to yourself, the owner's cool and into crypto as well. Cool. More and more crazies needed. We could use some help from Yankee Cavalry against Hebrew Israelites and other nutters. Yeah, man. Hebrew Israelites. I usually talk about the Hebrew Israelites. That's what people know me as. San Miguel TV. I go to. I used to be a part of the ICGJC for years. Of course, the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ. Tazadakia, aka Jermaine Grant. Exposing that cat. So, sometimes I like to. I haven't spoken about Tazadakia and the ICGJC in a minute. I haven't done a video at least, but yeah, I wanted to do something different today and go live, because I just felt, the energy. The stock market looks like it's bouncing back. It's been down for a while, so I wanted to, I've been wanting to talk about, go back to these stocks and things, because, but I'll look into that. If you want to send me an email, my email, I'll type it here. You can send me an email there, sanmiguelpana@gmail.com. Jimmy Jordan, facts. Started day trading in April, had to slow down, was obsessed looking at charts all day. Yeah, man, I got the same type of personality, bro. But it worked out good because it helped me to find Dogecoin at a penny, which made me a lot of money. But that's a overnight. That just happened to be just a random morning, man. That I woke up and caught it at like 4:30 in the morning. I used to wake up like 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, because crypto's all you know, all around the clock. It don't stop like the stock market's only 5 days, you know, and then the holidays, you know, they're off. Crypto don't stop. Crypto's all overnight and never stops, baby. It's crazy. But another stock I wanted to look at, man, while I got y'all on here. If you like, if you want to invest in black businesses and, you know, invest in Africa is what we need to do, you know. But you know they got the invest in black businesses, buy black. That's a big thing, right? That's a big hashtag. It's a trend. They're trying to push that. You see it on the Uber Eats and the DoorDash. You know, they tell you when it's a black-owned business, which is cool as hell. Because hell yeah, the money needs to come in more to these communities that are, you know, the wealth gap is way too dispersed. There's way too much of a disparity, pretty much. So you know, here's a company called Jumia. Did I even put it up here on my watch list? Where's Jumia? This is another one of my favorite companies. I had thousands in this one at first, and I went up a little bit. I got a little bit of profit, and I've been slowly taking money out, and it's been coming down. It's been coming down a lot, but I didn't get in at a high price, so I'm good. But I still I wanted to stay in there, even though I sold, you know, most of my position. I wanted to stay in there. Let me see if I can get the hour chart here. Daily chart. Yeah, so we got it at $20.22. It's up almost 2% on the day. Let me see if I can get it for the last. What's it been doing? This is for the last month, maybe a month and a half. It's just been coming down. And watch as we get further back. It's just been coming down from its highs. Let's see. Look at that. Damn. This thing was up at $38 back in April. Back in May or April. And it's come down. So if y'all got in high, you see why this is scary. Imagine you would have put in $10,000 when this thing was up at like 50, right? I believe. Let me see. Jesus Christ. Look how much this thing's come down in the last few months. If y'all could see that. You see the red candles and the green candles, right? You see way more red because it's just been coming down from its highs of almost $70. It was up at $70, man. I was watching all of this. All of this. I had bought way back in November. It was at $17. I put in like $300. That joint went up like crazy. You know, I almost tripled my money, I think. I didn't sell completely out, but I took a good amount, and I still have some money in on it. I'm down here at $20. I put in a little bit more. I think today because it looks like it hit a bottom. No, I put in a little bit more. I think it was on Friday, probably last week. Yeah, like a week ago. I think I started buying again in this because I saw that drop. When it goes up too much, I start to get scared and I don't want to buy in at the top because then you got all that drop. There's people that probably bought in at the top and they're down thousands. And because of the future of the stock, you know, maybe it don't bother them because they got that money for, you know, they got some money. That's just money that they didn't need. So that was money they wanted to put down on the company. That might go back up to $70. I could see that happening. Now, I wouldn't say it's going to happen, you know, by the end of the year or anything like that. I can't give you a timeline. But this company is basically an e-commerce company. If you want to open up a business or want to invest in a business, you know, e-commerce is looking really good. An e-commerce business like Amazon. Amazon is pretty much, I mean, the biggest company, I believe. Let's look at Jumia, the company I'm talking about. This is an African e-commerce company that I'm talking about. Oh my bad. Let's look right here. Jumia is pretty much the Amazon of Africa, is what they call it. Jumia Technologies. It's not as African as as people wanted to, as they wanted to claim, as want to claim it to be. Now, they do work in Africa as an e-commerce business, but their headquarters is in Germany. They were founded in Lagos, Nigeria. And they just got a contract. I believe they're doing the highway payments, the e-pay for for the highways in Morocco in Africa. So I like Jumia, man. Africa has a lot of room to grow, has a lot of space to move, man, and it has a lot of upwards. We looking for things that we can buy cheap right now. As an investor, I'm looking for something that I can find before it pops. $20 is pretty much is a little high for a company that's not profitable yet. This company is still, up and coming. It's not yet profitable. So that's another thing you got to look at, the revenue. Look at all of this. You look at the quarterly finals, the financials, everything dealing with the financials. You need to know how much money they need to operate, all of that, man. It's a lot of research that goes into this and due diligence. So Mr. Proclatige said, it's an everyday show and with various topics. Just thought you'd be a valuable addition to the panel. But yeah, I wouldn't mind coming on one day, man. No, I wouldn't mind at all, for sure. Hit me up on there. We can set up a time, But yeah, definitely. Just a company here, Jumia, that deals with e-commerce. There's a company I'm invested in. A lot of the companies that I was invested in back in January, I'm not even invested in, but this one is one of them, and Doge is another one. That's dealing with crypto, right? Crypto is a whole other beast, but this is an actual company that deals with a product that has a product to sell. Anything dealing with crypto it is valuable, but blockchain technology is on another level. Getting back to the blockchain technology, though, on the charts, another one similar to Doge that I like is Cardano, ADA Cardano. I've been following this one for a while. I bought back in January. I think I put $200 in here. I was just sitting on it, trying to see what is this going to do. Let's see. People have been talking about this one. XRP was another one. And yeah, man, I got my money's worth on this one. Let me see. My bad. This whole chart is fucking me up, man. But this is the hour chart on Cardano. It looks like. Yeah, man, and it's had its upward momentum too. It's up at $2.80, 86 cents. I caught it at $1.20, I believe, $1.19. I remember buying it at. I put a little bit of money. I'm not selling my crypto. I'm not selling my crypto. I wouldn't suggest selling it because, especially if you got it like on a wallet, where you could use the actual wallet as a form of payment. So I'm not selling this and using it. I'm not even gonna do that till I don't even know, man. I'm holding this for at least 10 years. On my Coinbase, I'm not touching any of my Coinbase. I have money in Robinhood. I suggest putting your money in diversifying not only your share, not only the companies that you're invested in, not only diversifying your portfolio, which is the companies you're invested in, and your crypto, but also diversify the programs that you use or the platforms that you use to invest. Which you got Robinhood, you got Coinbase, Fidelity, BlockFi, Voyager, right? You could even do it on Cashapp. There's many ways. There's machines where you can buy crypto and all of that. But it's good to have money in different, platforms. So that way you don't touch one. Maybe you want to be day trading and swing trading. You want to do that on Robinhood. That's how I do it. You could do it however the hell you want to do it, however you feel comfortable. But take what you want from this video. I got some jewels that I could give you. I'm not a damn expert on this, but I know a little bit. This has pretty much become like a full-time job for me. And I like talking about this and following these different companies. Oh man, Lucid Motors. This is a group here. This is a company here called Lucid Group. And yeah, man, they create vehicles, electric vehicles. They're American company. And this is another company that we need to see more financials. It's pretty new, so we don't have too much on it. It's one of the hype stocks. It went up really high. Went up to, if you can see here, damn, what, 65, 64, 86. And it's sitting down at $21.22 today. It just IPO'd last year. I remember when it IPO'd, or early this year, I believe, or maybe it was last year. So we don't have too much on this company, but it was definitely hyped up. It was definitely a hyped up stock. Let's see how Apple's doing here on the day. Apple's at $148.62. Another really good company here. I like Apple. They pay a nice dividend. Good company, good stuff. I definitely invested in them. Not selling that for a while. They got a lot more room to grow. Apple and Tesla are the two companies that you're gonna pay a lot. Tesla a lot more at $711.53 now a share. Tesla is a company you're gonna pay a lot more, but there's a lot more movement upward that Tesla can go, and I'm looking for that right now because that's another company I caught at a low rate. I caught it on a discount. The all that virus that was going around caused a lot of stocks to take a tumble. Tesla has recovered very well since being hit by if you look at March 20th, March 2020, and where every company in the stock market was trading at that day, it was on March 20th, 2020. March 13th, 2020 actually is the day. Like March 12th, March 13th. They were at its like all-time lows. Every company, I don't care if it's Walmart or McDonald's, you name it, they were down. There was a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt going around, and that causes these stock prices to drop. It causes people to sell. And when you have more selling than buying going on, you're going to see a downward pressure. And man, if I would have had $1,000 on March 13th of 2020, and you asked me what company to throw it down on, I probably would have threw it down on Tesla because they've been doing really good since. But some of these stocks that I like to follow, and I've been doing good. But here's a company called Zella. I don't know much about this company, Zella Technologies. I know they're a pretty new company. Oh no, they're not. Believe they've been around for at least 5 years, and I think they're out of New York. Yeah, I mean, this is a company I just threw on my watch list today. Actually, I was thinking about buying in because they had a nice move up, and I almost bought them at $2.22, and I'm glad I did it. I don't know. I'm still looking at it. I've been looking at it for a while, but I threw it on my watch list just today, thinking about maybe buying it, but I haven't bit yet. I have not took a stab at that. Green Pro Capital is one that I've been waiting to throw down on. You can see his highs from April March, maybe back in February, it was up at $4 a stock, and it's dropped down to 96 cents here today. Green Pro Capital. I mean, they're up for almost 5% on the day, so they've been doing definitely a lot better recently. If you want to go to August, I mean, you could have caught them down at like what, 7 cents, 0.64, 0.64. That's what it was. That's what I seen it jump. It was at 64 cents a stock, 64 cents a share. This was on the 20th, the 19th of August, and this joint done went up to damn 96 cents. It was up to a penny. I'm sorry, $1, I believe. Yeah, it did hit $1. Yeah, it hit $1.59. Yeah, this joint right here, man, it might keep going up. It might keep going up. I'm gonna keep an eye on that because it's dropped down a lot. When you see that they dropped down a lot lately, and you know this is a good company, well, check for yourself the revenues and check the fundamentals. Do your due diligence on all of this. Like I said, I'm not your financial advisor, but look into this for yourself. Let me see how the Dow Jones is doing. Dow Jones is up 0.75 of a point on the day. So overall, it's been a good day. The stocks are recovering. From what I'm seeing, it looks like if you got any of these recovery stocks that you've been wanting to get back into, now is the time. If you follow the stock market and you've seen how it was doing at the beginning of the year, not to say it's going to continue like that, from last year into like I would say about May or April. I mean, it's been booming, and then it took a big halt because of fear, uncertainty, doubt, inflation. Afghanistan, what's happening in Afghanistan, that's another thing. It causes a lot of that fear. People get more hesitant about buying. They want to take their money out. They don't want to lose money, so that causes a domino effect. Once the hedge funds start selling, everybody gets really scared. But a good tip is to be bold when people are fearful, and be fearful when people are bold. As far as when you see the stock market running up, instead of buying when it's already up at the top, when you see it going really high up, because you get that feeling of euphoria, right? You see the green, and you think, oh, it's time to buy. It should be the opposite. You're supposed to get scared when people are all excited, and be want to take your money out. You should have been in the play already before it jumped up, really. That's where you make your money. You get in early, buy at the bottom. You can see that this is a good support level where you see the stock prices keeps hitting this support level. This price keeps bouncing off of it. Make a note of that. Keep buying at that level. Have a buy price, have an exit price, have an exit strategy. So that way you're not caught off guard. Set your stop loss. There's a way to play the stock market. You can even play options and make money on the way down. And that's how be careful with that, though. I don't do options. I told you back then I don't do options. I'll tell you today I don't do options. I don't fuck with it. Sorry. Not with this stock market. But hopefully, it seems like the fear has subsided. Some of these stocks have ran up a lot. Crypto has gone up. 88 Cardano is up 12%, almost 13% on the day. I mean, it's just been going up for the last, month. The last 3 weeks, I mean, you could have came in at $1.60, almost doubled your money by now, and jumped out. That's swing trading. I like to do that sometimes. Jumia, Cardano. Let's see. This is the S&P 500. S&P 500 is up. The NASDAQ is up. The Dow Jones is up. Everything is green. So there's more green to come, I think. But be mindful, be very cautious. You know, we dealing with money. Don't put all your marbles in one jar. Don't put all your money in one bag. And you know, do your due diligence here. Support.com looks like it's cooled down a little bit, but it's still holding up over $50. I can't believe this right here. This one's really surprised me. As I saw it and I said, "There's no way it's gonna go up." I was gonna wait for it to come down. Sometimes you just be waiting and waiting for it to come down. It don't come down. You got to go to it, but that's when you got to be careful because now you might have bought out too high. I don't know how much this is gonna come down. You know, and when it comes down, you know, timber, Geronimo, when it comes down, damn, this joint hit 59.69. Yeah, that's crazy. That's some craziness. I like it. I like it. I'm happy for those that made money. I didn't make no money with this. For those that made their money with support.com, I support you. Support me, San Miguel TV. Yeah, man. But I like a lot. You know, I like what I see today, and what I feel it doesn't feel like there's a lot of fear anymore. This last week's been kind of cool. There's not been like terrible news. Besides, you know, of course, the airport bombing in Afghanistan, that's horrible. I mean, we got that going on. Not really affecting too much as far as money's concerned. That's a whole nother story. What's going on out there in Afghanistan? My research on that is that America created that problem, and then we left it, which was what Americans have been wanting to do for the last. I mean, we never even wanted to go to Afghanistan in the first place. We never should have gone to Afghanistan. But looking at the information that was known at the time, a lot of people feel that it was okay, even though it was a wrong move. Looking back, hindsight, 2020, of course, we can say now, yeah, it was wrong. We had some information, we went on it. Boom, whatever. We should have backed out completely. And they kept saying, well, we don't want to just pull out completely. We want to do it at a measured, you know, rate. And, you know, here we are. We finally, you know, just recently pulled out in 2021. You know, we've been there for almost 20 years. Come on. And then we created the problem because we gave them the weaponry. We sold them the weaponry, and you know, they were our ally when they needed to help us with an enemy that we had at the time, the Soviets. You know, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say. And sometimes, you know, these politics, these nations, they do these things behind your back, man. They created this problem with the military. They supplied these Taliban people, and they have taken over Afghanistan. That was done by your government. If you don't know that, you could look into some of that. Not to get off track, but I mean, you know, dealing with what's going on in today's, you know, economy, and just dealing with the whole social state of the world is you look at it and you just back up for a second. You know, it's Friday. I'm starting my weekend early. It's just everything is looking a little, you know, everything looks a little crazy until you back out and you look at it for what it is, and it's like you always have people saying, "Oh, it's signs of the times, the end of the world, and this is what's going on," and blah 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 prophecy, and it's like, man, just focus on your money, plan for the future. You don't know what the hell's going on. To say that this is some prophecy, tired of hearing that stuff, man. Stop that. Quit that. But yeah, it's August 27th, Friday, 1:44 p.m. San Miguel here, taking any questions. Oh well, they underestimated the power of Islam. Probably thought nationalism would prevail instead. Yeah, man. And people were trying to get the hell up out of there, right? I saw some of the videos there when they was jumping out of the plane and all of that. That was crazy. I want to read about that attack real quick. Wall Street Journal. Kabul airport attack kills 13 U.S. service members. At least 90 Afghans. This is the last update on August 27th, 3:41 a.m.
Kabul airport attack kills 13 U.S. service members, at least 90 Afghans. 2 explosions ripped through crowds seeking evacuation, followed by an assault by Islamic State gunmen. By Yaroslav Trofimov, Nancy A. Yusuf, and Suna Engel Rasmussen. August 27, 2021, 3:41 a.m. Eastern Time. More than 100 people were killed, including at least 13 U.S. service members and 90 Afghans, at the Kabul airport Thursday when 2 blasts ripped through crowds trying to enter the American-controlled facility, disrupting the final push of the U.S.-led evacuation effort. A suicide bomb attack at the airport's Abbey Gate was followed by an assault by gunmen, officials said. Another bomb attack took place nearby at a hotel outside the airport, officials said. 18 U.S. service members were injured, the Pentagon said. The attack marked the deadliest day for the U.S. military in Afghanistan since 2011 and came just 5 days before the Biden administration's deadline for the complete military withdrawal from the country. The military expects more attacks, Marine Corps General Frank McKenzie told reporters. President Biden on Thursday evening said he was heartbroken by the violence and vowed to retaliate for the attacks while promising to continue evacuation efforts. "We will hunt you down and make you pay," Mr. Biden said in remarks at the White House. He said he had instructed his national security advisors to develop response plans to the attack. To hear the full story, subscribe or sign in.
Yeah, man. Just look out for these things that might affect the stock market. Different news articles and stuff. Let me see here. Let's see what this cat's talking about. He likes to usually stay up on financial news and all of that. And I think he's in on ADA too. Yeah, ADA ain't playing, man. I like ADA. One of my favorite cryptos. I'm just mad I didn't put more down on it. XRP is one that I caught before the that SEC filing that they had. They have this thing going on right now. This, what do you call it? Legal troubles. So you can't purchase them on certain platforms right now. If you got on XRP before they took it off of Coinbase, then you're looking real good right now, which is, I actually put more of my money. I wanted to put it some more on Cardano, but I put so much more on XRP. And when they finally get access, when you get access now to buy on Coinbase, to buy XRP on, you'll probably be able to get it on Robinhood, man. If they throw it on Robinhood, XRP is gonna go to damn $10. Watch. But yeah, ADA is up at like $2. I think XRP is up at $1.28 right now. I saw it earlier. Yeah, XRP is at $1.14. Cardano's at $2.85. But yeah, let's see here. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, another thing for those evictions are back.
Hey everyone, me Kevin here. This is breaking news. This is a really bad week for Joe Biden. The eviction ban is over. The United States Supreme Court just canned it. So here's a kind of what happened and what this means going forward, because these are big changes for real estate. If, by the way, you are looking to invest in real estate and you want to try to find deals before they hit the market, go to Metcalf.
Yeah, this cat, he's gonna promote himself, but you know, he talks about real estate. He's a big real estate cat. You know, he has a lot of money. He's losing a lot of money in real estate, so he's trying to get into the stock market more. I mean, he's been on the stock market. He talks about all these different companies. He's in on he likes e-commerce companies. I forget what he's big on, but he usually covers these different topics.
And then Joe Biden and the Biden administration threw together another and said, hey, well, this one will get us at least until October. We don't think courts will act until October. Let's just do a slightly reworded eviction moratorium with the CDC, change the requirements a little bit, and let's just put this back together so that way evictions are on hold again.
Yeah, it's talking about the eviction ban. I wanted to talk about that too, because that was banned. I believe it was on August 1st. So they just ended that pretty much. So yeah, Supreme Court. You know, that might affect the money, right? So keep an eye on shit like that, man. Twitter. Let's go back to the charts. Cardano, $2.85. Yeah, man, we're pumping right now. Let me see if we can. Where's AMC at? AMC is at $40.17. I'm looking for that one to move, man. What's going on? I've already made a little bit of money with this, and I'm not holding this for the long term because the movie theater industry is not gonna last. So AMC, not to say that AMC Entertainment is not gonna last, but they're not looking good. I believe they do have a channel. I think that they're the creators of Breaking Bad, you know, in certain shows. I forget, but or at least they're the ones that air it on their channel, not the creators. But you know, they get the airing rights. And but you know, I mean, for the most part, this they make their money through the movies, and they're not looking good. So the shorts were, you know, the hedge funds were betting against it, and they were shorting the stock, meaning they were expecting it to drop, even down to the dollar, $2. They had it down to that they were expecting it by the end of the year. And what this does is force companies to go out of business even quicker than they would have. And the AMC Army, or the AMC Apes, they stepped in, man. And these cats, let me see, man. We could just get a little more understanding on what's going on here. These cats pretty much came in, and including myself, which are retail investors, they've come in and now put their money in an AMC, betting for it to go up. What this causes is for those hedge funds to have to sell out of their position. It's going to cause the stock to go high. Eventually, we don't know when. That's the problem. So you got people streaming live constantly. You got Matt Kors.
TD, of course, did my DD. I remain strongly convinced about AMC and GME, less about SPRT. And that's your opinion. That's fine.
AMC,
I also remain strongly
GME.
convinced about AMC and GME, and I'm currently very strongly convinced about SPRT. Like
Yeah, you bought AMC at $7. That's good, man. I didn't buy till 28. I was looking at it, man, and I was like, man, I don't know yet. But yeah, man, that's a good one right there. AMC, man, just wait on it. You're gonna see. Another crypto I didn't talk about was Tezos, ticker XTZ. I couldn't find it on Webull, but they are on Coinbase. And Tezos. The reason why I like that one, and I have about $200 in there too. I think I started with $120. I got like 200 in there now. So as long as you don't sell, just keep it in there, and you'll see it go back up. Now I bought that one a little high, at like $6. It dropped down to like $3, $2.15 was the low on July 20th. Ever since then, the last month is gone up 89%. It's high. It's up 3%, I believe, on the day. Let me see. No, that one is up 21% on the day. I saw it drop yesterday, and it came right back up to where it was the other day. And the reason why I like Tezos, however you pronounce that, XTZ, is because you earn 4.6% APY. So for however much money you have invested in there, you're gonna get 4% throughout the time. So I keep investing in this one because it just builds up anyways. And if you sit there and watch, you don't have to sit there and watch it. You come back later on and look at it, you're gonna see that you've built up a good amount of change. So 4% of 200, 4% of 100 is not that much. But if you add it up, throughout the time, you're gonna see. And not only that, you're gonna earn money from the stock going up anyways. So best thing to do is not be buying and selling so much. Mathematically, that's against the odds. You're gonna end up hurting yourself in the long. It's they'll tell you the best stock tips is to trade as little as possible, sell as little as possible. If you're going to buy into a stock, make sure you have done your due diligence and your research, because if you don't hold that stock for more than a year, you're going to end up paying more come tax time. They're going to charge it as your income, so you're going to get tax income, and you're going to get capital gains tax. So you're going to get hit double. So if you hold it for at least a year, you don't got to worry about that with the stocks. Crypto, that's a whole different beast. They charge you, especially if you're in New York, you're going to get charged like crazy. I don't even think they allow certain cryptos to be bought in New York. If you live in New York State, I don't even think you could buy certain like crypto. I forget which ones. Definitely XRP. You can't even catch that on a lot. But I have it still. They show it up. They show it on Coinbase, but it says that buying is prohibited right now. Let me see. I forget what they're saying about it. In light of the SEC's action against Ripple Labs, which is XRP, Ripple, trading in XRP has been suspended as of January 19th, 2021. Right, so I must have bought this in the beginning of January. Yeah, that's right. I bought it like January 3rd, January 2nd. I don't know. I like I said, with the Coinbase, I don't really check on it because I'm not selling that. I'm not worried about its day-to-day fluctuations. I'll look at it just to see how it's moving, and if I should buy more, I could catch it at a nice dip. But for the most part, with the crypto, I don't do swing trading and day trading. I try to buy it when I see it hitting a good low support level. When I see that it's been hitting that strike price or that support price constantly, that support level gets, you could see it bounce off. It'll do it on a daily basis or an hourly basis maybe. Or on a weekly basis you might see it, or maybe you could see it span over a month, and then you wait for it to jump back up. I think crypto is going to be headed towards a good bull run, which means it's going to be going up. I like Ethereum. I sold out of my Ethereum again. I had them twice now, and I sold out twice. and I was thinking about buying back in, but um, I don't know. I wanted to see it come back down to the 2000s, maybe 2800, because I had bought it at 2900 and it dropped down to 2200 and it started coming back up. When I saw it hit 3200, 3300, I think last week, I sold out of Ethereum. So, you know, that was on Robinhood. On Robinhood, you don't have a wallet with crypto, so I don't suggest buying crypto on Robinhood. Um, some people like to just use their mobile phone to trade. You could use Webull. This is the Webull chart, so we could see, let's see. Yeah, Webull's a little different from Robinhood, and Webull's cool. I like to use the chart system on the phone and on the desktop. Sometimes the desktop gets a little crazy, but I think I got it figured out. Yeah. Let's see what Clover Health is doing though. Yeah, Clover Health is at $8.66, up almost 2% on the day. I like it. I like this one. I like this one even long term, but this one we're waiting on a squeeze on this one, I believe. Yeah. If you see, this was today pretty much $8.66. We're looking all right. This is one of my favorite stocks, pretty much, and we're looking all right on this one. Clover Health. Let me see if I can get you maybe a nice summary of their business model, pretty much. They provide healthcare insurance services. Yeah, that's what it is. So this is healthcare insurance, and they work with people, that don't have certain finance. I like this stock. I just bought into this one today. I've been looking at it for the last 2 months. It ran up to $22. That's when I first saw it. I think it was maybe a little bit less than that. And, oh no, matter of fact, I actually saw this when it was down to $10 before, back in June. That's right, it was like $10. It ran up to $22. And I was waiting to see if I could come in maybe at 15, 16, 12. And it just kept dropping, so I didn't even touch it. Let me see. I didn't even touch this one until today. And I threw a nice amount today because I really think this one's going to go up. I'm willing to hold it for a while. Yeah, back in June, you see here, it hit 28.85. Wow, I didn't see that. I saw it hit like $22, 21. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing when you get certain platforms like Webull and Robinhood, you see different prices sometimes. Like you don't get the same price. The most accurate would be the NASDAQ. If you actually go on their chart, you can refresh. There's different platforms you can use to go on there, but you can go on their website and check out the price. If you can find the company that you're invested in in that market, you might be on a different market. Some of these platforms don't even show you every stock that's available. So you have different companies, like Bank of America has their own software to invest. I forget what theirs is called. You have TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade has a lot of the OTC stocks. And you'll find the real penny stocks there, companies that are worth, damn 100/10 of a penny. But I don't like messing around with those companies. I like official, companies that show some type of revenue, at least some type of, future prospect. And Clover Health, not only is it potential squeeze, which it could jump, the price could jump 3 times, 4 times, 5x, maybe even 10x. Real easy. This one might have the potential to 2x again. and I'm holding it long term, possibly, and maybe swing trade. I might sell off half later on. I'm willing to hold this for a while though. But I still got money riding on AMC. That's going to be one of my favorites. I'm going to be looking at that on a regular basis. I've been looking at it on a regular basis, waiting to see when it's going to jump up because I'm going to throw more money in there, right? Right before it gets 100, which I believe is the next level. $70 and then 100. But I believe it's going to get to $100 real quick. Once it hits 70, I don't think it's going to stay around there. I think it's going to go right up to 100. There's a lot of eyes on AMC. And there's a lot of money going in and out of AMC. People are day trading like crazy. So I look at that one on a day-to-day basis. Support was one I was looking at. Support.com is a good company. And it was being shorted just like AMC, same story. And the apes came in, hedge funds followed. They covered some of the shorts that they had on the stock, and I believe that's what caused this squeeze right now. Mid-morning market update. Markets open higher. Big Lots reports downbeat profit. Yeah, man, the market is up today if you got your money invested in that. Let's see. ADA Cardano, $2.85. XRP is at $1.14. You got the NASDAQ almost a point and a quarter there of a point up on the day. 1.2% up on the day. That's the NASDAQ. That's pretty good. Let me see what's another one. I don't know what else is up there. Yeah, that short squeeze in AMC is coming, man. Yeah, options. You can make money with options, Jimmy. And I know people that done it. I got in an option once and it didn't execute. I don't know what happened. It was on Robinhood, and it's supposed to execute, and I don't know. It didn't work, and I never tried it again. I know how it works. It's really hard to time things, when it comes to getting the right price, strike price, and a sell date, and really has to align perfectly, I think. I mean, I don't really understand it too good either. I get the gist of it. When you're trying to buy high and sell low. So if you can predict that it's going to go down, that gives you the advantage. Information is powerful, man. And there's these hedge funds are relentless and ruthless when it comes to knowing what's going on with the money and with a stock. I had friends that know a lot about this shit, and I would always listen to them. I didn't go to school for none of this stuff or nothing like that. So don't listen to me. I'm telling you what I'm doing. That's my that's my business. Just wanting to talk about it and to also be transparent to tell you, because I'll tell you about a company, but letting you know that I'm invested in it is being transparent, so you know why I'm bigging it up. I've done my research on it, but I'm also invested in it, so I have a bias for example, CPS Technology. Some people might look at CPS Technology and say, this is a trash company, this is garbage, I'm not wasting my time. But, I like it. This is the one that I found that's a safe one to hedge. Like you said, you were talking about hedging your money. Keeping your money balanced. Some people like doing that with something like Amazon, or I like Mercado Libre. That's a good one. That's another e-commerce company. Like we were talking about Amazon and Jumia Technologies. Jumia Technologies in Africa, Mercado Libre is in South America. Mercado Libre is up 1.69% on the day. It's a good company. It's another e-commerce company, and it's working out in South America for them. And I'm glad this company jumped up. I saw it at 900, man, I believe, or 1,000. No, it was like at 1,000. I saw when it hit 1,000, 900 something. I was watching it from 900 and something. I saw it hit 1,000. I was like, wow, I'm not buying that. I'm not, to just buy one share or something, 2 shares. I don't like doing that sometimes, but you can still make your money. It's the same thing because it's all about, to me, it's all about the upside. I don't care how much a stock costs. If I'm going to double my money, triple my money, I don't care how much the stock costs, But if you don't have that much money, then okay. You're not going to get the same profits, but we still get the same return. It's just some people have bigger pots. That's it. Man, these hedge funds have millions to work with. And, people that are dealing with real estate, they're trying to get out of it. So a friend of mine sold one of his places. No, he's renting out one of his places. And he's, still making his money. And he's throwing all his revenue, his profits into the stock market. And we following the same shit pretty much because the same stocks become popular. You got a lot of good stocks here, but man, it's hard to come up and find one in its beginning stages. Mercado Libre, if you look, this is in the last, look at that. This is over a year now. We're going back to March of 2020. I believe this was right around COVID, right around the bottom. It was at 422. Look at that, man. It hit a high of 2020 back in about January of 2021. And it's just been, it dropped down. You see, this is what's been happening for the last 6 months. Shit's been hasn't been doing that good. And you can see here, this is a good company, but it hit its highs here back in, February here, 2021, January, February 2021. And it's going to come back up to that. So if you bought that high, I wouldn't suggest selling and taking a loss. But, if you want to take the loss, that's whatever. But look, you could have caught it back down here at 1,300. Yeah, 1,320. And just rode it up. And this is a safe hedge right here. Yeah, so that's a good company right there. What's the other one we're looking at? Sociedad. Minera. Oh, no, it was the other one. Sociedad. Cubi. This one. Is this the one we're talking about? This is the one I believe in Chile. Oh, no, that's not it. It's definitely higher than that. Might be this one. No data. Alright, but let's see. Jumia's 20. Yeah, I was thinking about waiting on Jumia, but since the stocks are recovering, I'm gonna hold on to it. I was thinking about selling out of it, but now that it's recovering, I'm gonna hold on to it because I think this one is a good bet. They're having some issues in Africa with the e-commerce industry and delivering packages is difficult because in Africa there's not like in America where we got the the intersection where you can meet somebody at a certain spot and the address. It's not like that in Africa, man. You don't have it's gonna be, it makes business a lot difficult. So they're in West Africa, Morocco, Nigeria. They're making their way through the continent, and there's a lot of upside. But it's gonna take a lot of work and unity to really get things going in Africa, like like how we have it in America. If they might not want that. They might want to start their own e-commerce, because Jumia is not so much African as they want to make it out to seem. When you really do your research into the CEOs and all of that. The CEOs aren't African. You have African people working all up in the, they create a lot of jobs, which is great. It's awesome. And yeah, man, yeah, man, I mean, that's all good. If it's going to create a good economy, shit, I'm with it. So I'm invested in it. I thought it was going to drop down a little more. They're not, there's a lot of doubt on the future of this company. But I think they already got their foot in some of these countries like Morocco, Nigeria, and I forget which other countries they're in, but mostly Western and Northern Africa. But they're there. They're moving in about 11 countries. Like I said, they got the e-pay going on in Morocco, and the highways is all connected to Jumia Pay. So you can look that company up, do your research. It's a good company. Get in it now. If I don't think you might see it drop down. You never know what's going to happen. What type of fear and uncertainty is going to come into the stock market. But Jerome Powell, the chief of the Treasury, the United States, just spoke, and he's pretty much the head of man, what was it? What's his title? Over here. Jerome Powell's title. Jerome Powell, J. Powell. He's a Federal Reserve. There you go. Federal Reserve Chairman. So, I mean, his speech, they were waiting to see what he was going to do, what they were going to say. How's inflation affecting the economy? How's it looking? Everybody had taken their money out of the stock market. People had taken their money out of the stock market because of fear, the different variants going around, and to take profits because it's been at an all-time high. The stock market's been at all-time highs. And when you see a good profit, I don't mind taking some. That's what I did. I could have had a lot more profit if I would have sold out of some of the companies I had back in December or January. So, it's always good to do your due diligence. Keep your list short, maybe. I had too many companies involved in, and I was spread too thin. I was spread out all the way too thin around too many different companies. You spread your money throughout, too many different companies. And you want to find the good companies, maybe a few, and throw a good amount of money on those, I guess, is another strategy. I'm going to try that one instead of many different companies because, sometimes also it depends which companies you're involved in. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with diversifying. I'm definitely with it. But diversify with good stuff. If you're going to play around with very speculative stocks that are going to be temporary swing trades or day trades, I suggest you do that with temporary funds or funds that you could play with that you don't need. Definitely. So take do your own due diligence. Don't take this as financial advice. Going back to what was going on with the economy here with Jerome Powell. So he had his speech today, and we're gonna have another stimulus apparently. So you can see that coming into your bank account as maybe you've been seeing since the last 6 months now. We're in August. Really more than 6 months. What am I talking about? We're at the fourth stimulus now. It's a lot of spending going on. A lot of spending. Unemployment is a little higher than expected. The jobs are available. There's a lot of people hiring out here. You can, go on LinkedIn, go on Indeed, do your research. You'll see there's companies hiring. The economy is trying to get back to normal. People are still working from home. Apple employees are going to be working from home till 2022. Then they have the Florida school mask mandates. I wanted to also read about. There you go. Let's see if we could get West. Yeah, this is the Florida news network. West Channel 2. What is this?
No one likes sitting in traffic, so when there's a
I hope they don't put no damn copyright strike. They be doing that shit.
safely as possible. I'm Jacqueline, and this is West 2 News Sunrise.
Let's get this day started together.
Yeah, well, the judge we do know has made his decision. He's been speaking for about 2 hours now, explaining how he reached that decision, although he has not announced the official ruling just yet. But it does seem as if he is seriously leaning towards the parents who brought this lawsuit as of this point. But again, you don't know where the judge will eventually go with the final ruling. Now, as you said, this lawsuit, this trial is all about the parents that sued the governor over his ban on school districts requiring students to to wear masks without an opt-out. The questions have come down to whether the governor had the authority to issue what he did, that executive order, and whether it is constitutional. Again, it's hard to know exactly where a judge will go in the end with his ruling, but so far it has seemed to be leaning very much so towards the parents' case. And during his explanation, he has said so far that the studies the governor has claimed show masks don't work, actually instead recommend that students wear masks. He's also said the Parents' Bill of Rights law that the state has cited does not ban masks at all, and his decision to diminish the CDC guidelines, the judge says, is confusing.
The governor expressed doubt about the validity of the CDC guidance. Remember, the CDC, by the overwhelming weight of evidence, is considered the preeminent medical authority in this country about infectious diseases. It's the gold standard.
Again, we are still waiting for the judge to announce his final decision on whether this rule, this executive order from the governor, will stand or whether it will fall, and whether or not local school districts can impose those mask mandates. And as soon as we have more information from his ruling, we'll bring it to you. Reporting live in Orange County, Bob Hazen, West 2 News.
Now, the child tax credit is not the forced stimulus. They're gonna do that child tax credit. I think for the next 3 months. That's just for the children. They need to do something for the adults, I believe. What's this? Where's this at? I think that's out here in Florida, man. It's been raining like crazy. But yeah, man, that's crazy, that mask mandate. I don't know what y'all think about that. I mean, my children wear the masks. I get it. It prevents the spread. Because, this thing is spreads, it's airborne pretty much. It's very contagious, some of these different damn strains of the virus. It's crazy. Not to get into that because I'm not an expert in that either. But not to get into the science of it, but shit, I mean, numbers don't lie. Florida and Texas have the highest cases, and we're the two states, the main states that are fighting against this mask mandates, and we're trying to open up businesses, opening up the beaches, get the cruise lines going, Disney. And I get it, you need the economy functioning, you need a working, functioning economy. You'll destroy your whole economy by shutting it down. there's a lot of fear that comes with this, spread, and I think that the numbers are valid, and we still don't know what the hell this virus is. They don't even want to fully disclose the origins of it, right? Fauci with the emails, not to get too conspiratorial, but shit. The origins of it is a whole nother story, but the deadliness of it should be apparent. You have people trying to say it was damn radiation and all types of crap, and it was like obvious that's not what it was. It's not 5G. It's not, like, let's keep it real here. Let's be straight up about what we at least know. I like to speculate and pontificate, but shit, it's what's real is real. What's true is true. That these doctors and nurses need help. They're the ones that are seeing it. They got OT going around, because you have other people saying, "Oh, the hospitals are empty. There's hospital floors completely empty," and they'll show a video of, you don't even know what they're showing the video of. People just believe what they see. I had some of my friends into that conspiracy theory. With the damn, what was that? Hospitals empty during COVID. COVID truth behind videos of empty hospitals. Yeah, a lot of people were claiming that, and it's, I remember Elmhurst Hospital was like so packed with the bodies that they had some of the bodies sitting outside or something like that. I heard it was like you gotta get the truth from the horse's mouth. And in this case, it's gonna be the nurses, the doctors, and there's a lot of help that's needed out here in Florida. That's a fact. Let's see here. You see, COVID pushes. This is back in January. COVID pushes Orlando area ICU beds to near capacity. We got the same in PA, not the 5G towers. Yeah, man, there was videos of people. Man, where was that at? I think it was in England. Let me just go on good old YouTube here. You find everything on YouTube. Hold on. 5G tower workers. They were being harassed. Damn, man, where did I see that? 5G. Damn, man. I know I saw a video of that. There were literally people being harassed for trying to set up the 5G thing. They were, damn, man, if I could find that. 5G conspiracy theory. Oh, I could look this up. This cat is setting fire to the 5G tower equipment.
Cyprus, Belgium, and Ireland among those home to conspiracy theorists who believe 5G may have some connection to COVID-19. The UK has reported around 50 fires targeting towers and other 5G equipment. Media reports broadband engineers have been harassed on the job, sworn at and yelled at by people taken in by the rumours. England's National Medical Director had this to say.
It's nonsense. It's the worst kind of fake news. And I'm absolutely outraged, absolutely disgusted that people would be taking action against the very infrastructure that we need to respond to this health emergency.
The idea behind the theory is that 5G radio waves are harmful. But health experts have slammed the idea. An Australian cybersecurity expert called it a myth and said it is wrong and destructive. The WHO has maintained that 5G has no consequences for public health, and European authorities have labelled it disinformation.
I was level to be very clear here. There's no geographic or any other correlation between the deployment of 5G and the outbreak of the virus.
But it's an uphill battle as rumours spread on social media. Facebook announced in March it would take down posts peddling false claims and conspiracy theories. It's led to anti-5G groups in Australia and the UK being shut down. YouTube has also pledged to clamp down on disinformation, but this hasn't stopped videos appearing on other websites. The fight against false theories is set to continue.
Yeah, that's old news, right? Because how that's easily debunked is that you had COVID cases, a lot of them in areas where 5G wasn't even rolled out towards yet, in India and parts of America and the UK and Greece, and I believe it was Greece and Spain or something like that, in Italy. They didn't even have 5G yet, and yet they had the cases all over the place. So, you know, that was easily debunked. But back to the mask mandates. You know, do you think this is imposing on people's rights here? Is it up to the parents when it comes to science?
We'll begin the readout tonight with the dizzying spread of the Delta variant. In Georgia, Governor Brian Kemp has deployed the National Guard.
I'm sorry. I can't stand that woman. I can't put MSNBC on. Let me see. I need something more recent. Okay, this is good because this is the local news here.
First tonight, though, we took your questions and our questions regarding Orange County Schools' universal mask mandate straight to the governor. He said there, quote, will be consequences to those districts who defy his executive order on masks. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. Lisa Bell is off tonight. So late last night, the Orange County School Board decided to join 8 other districts by mandating masks. News 6's Nadine Yanis is live in the Villages tonight. Nadine, you questioned the governor on the rise in COVID cases throughout our schools today.
Ginger, we're seeing the record number of cases ever reported in some of our schools here in Central Florida. For instance, over in Osceola County, there is a school that's closed for the rest of the week because of cases. In Orange County, we have numbers that are 3 times high our peak last school year when masks were mandated. So I brought this data to the governor to ask if this proves that mandating masks works, and he pushed back saying it doesn't.
How about keeping the power with the parents? Those school districts are violating state law, and they're overriding what the parents' judgment is on this.
Though now 10 of the state's largest school districts have enacted mask mandates, including Orange County, Governor Ron DeSantis says there will be consequences to define his executive order.
Obviously, there are, it's the way it works. There's consequences for that.
Despite the student surge in classrooms, Orange County, for example, seeing the highest number of cases ever reported in a single day, with more than 400 cases on Monday. That's 3 times the record high last school year, with 125 cases in January. That's when masks were mandated. We presented this data to the governor today. Governor, we've had a lot of cases this school year, the highest jump ever recorded in the pandemic in Orange County on Monday. We've had to close down a school in Osceola County. So it seems like these optional mask mandates aren't working as well as they did.
They weren't wearing masks.
The governor's saying, we don't know if the optional masks in schools is causing the rise in cases.
To attribute that to the mask, you don't even know that they're getting infected in school. And in fact, the evidence is that they're much more likely to get infected in the community and at home than they are in the classroom.
Going as far to accuse the media as a bias for masks.
I understand, respectfully, people in your profession love having kids in masks.
And since the beginning of this pandemic, we have relied on our local and state health leaders on what they have to say and what guidance they have. And we're going back to what the CDC guidance says regarding masks in schools. They say due to this highly contagious Delta variant, universal masking is recommended for all students, all staffs, regardless of vaccination status, going as far to say that those under 12 cannot be vaccinated, and masking provides that extra layer of protection for the students, their families, our staff, and our community. Guys, back to you.
Nadine Yanis, thank you very much.
Yeah. So they're doing that starting on Monday, going against what the governor DeSantis, Governor Ron DeSantis. He's what's a conservative? This is what I don't like about conservatives. I'm sorry, but you know, their need for freedom, their, you know, that love of the freedom, which I'm not against. That's natural. For liberty and you know, the right to make your own decisions, that supersedes their you know, logic pretty much, because it's science, that it's a scientific fact that the masks help reduce the cases. Now, yes, we had a vaccine, and now we have new variants of the you know, the virus and all of that. Different variants of, you know, the Delta, the this or that. It's like a different strain of the virus. You know, that now your body's not immune to, so you're gonna have to get a new vaccine. So maybe they were a little too soon on that, or maybe they wanted to make their money with the vaccines. All of that is money. When you look at Moderna and Pfizer, which is another stock, let's get back to the stocks here. Moderna's been looking good, man. I don't think it's gonna hold. It's at $381.72. It was at almost $500 back on the 10th of this month. It's just been going up. Look at this. Excuse me. If you bought this back in May or in April, man, you would have been up real nice right now, because it was at $117. Yeah, this is dope. This is good gains right here. March, April, you could have came in there and been just chilling. Moderna, you know, they're one of the main distributors of the vaccine, and I believe my grandmother was given the Moderna vaccine back in April. The first one was maybe in May, and she took the second one in June. She's been good. You know, I saw her earlier today. Matter of fact, she was calling me during the live. I gotta call her back. I didn't want y'all to hear me speak Spanish to her on the live. But my wife took, I think, the Moderna one 2 months ago. And then you have Pfizer. My wife is good. You know, like this doesn't. It's a very small dose of the vaccine. Not to say that they should do a vaccine mandate, but they're even going that far in New York to do a passport for the vaccine. They're going to introduce that in New York. They're already doing that mandate for the teachers. You have to have a vaccine. You have to show your. What did I say about New York and the passport? That's not just specific to New York. So maybe I misspoke there, but I got to do more research on that passport. But I know that they're definitely mandating teachers to be vaccinated. You got to be vaccinated to get into the gyms, restaurants. Florida's probably not going to get to that point, unless you know, supersedes the governor, like they just did here with the mask mandate. You know, there's certain things I like about conservatism. There's certain benefits to it. I enjoy the freedoms that comes with it. In Florida, I like living in Florida. right to carry. You know, there's certain things that some people don't like about that, but there's people that like that. There's a lot of things that I like about conservatism. I've been in Florida for a while. You know, for me, it works better. It's different in New York City. It's more condensed cities. I wouldn't say we got to have the same, laws set up that we have in a place like a city in Florida than we do in New York City. And, you know, it's a more heavily populated area. But in a place like Florida, it's different. But, you know, the thing is that what they lack with science, they always have, this opposition to certain things, you know, birth control and all of that, abortions. That's, not to say that I'm all pro abortions either, but I see that that's usually a conservative thing, right? Anti-abortion. Now, when it comes to a woman's rights, you know, because it's now dealing with the termination of a fetus or a child, however you want to label it. There's people say, well, now you don't have any right to do that. But when it comes to everything else, oh, it's my right, you know, my children, I can't, I make the decision and all of that, whether I want to put on the mask. So to me, it's a little, maybe you can make the argument that it's not hypocritical, but I think it is hypocritical if that's what you're doing. And that seems to be something that I notice with a lot of the, conservatives out here in Florida, which Ron DeSantis does fall under that. But now you have all these different, variants of the virus going around. And for a conspiracy theorist, this is just like the lottery for them. They're going to think, you see, science doesn't know. Well, science, people that believe in science don't believe that science can solve everything or can answer everything. Because nobody can do that. We don't know what the future holds, and we're living in real time here. Science deals with real time issues, and everything with this virus is not fully understood. And if you want to believe that there are issues and how it wasn't revealed, and I agree, there were things that should have been revealed sooner in China, and there were a lot of cover-ups in Wuhan. Not to get too conspiratorial, but there was a lot of funny business going on. Definitely, I agree with that. And we got to just deal with it now. And that's the point, is that we got to know that this thing is now turning into other things. We don't know what we're dealing with here until we get some time to figure this thing out. That's going to affect the stock market overall. It's going to affect society, the economy. It's all interrelated. So I feel it's important to talk about it. I'm here talking about crypto and the stock market, and that's important. It's important. I think that we need to we need to educate ourselves more, when it comes to these things. Now, I'm going to end the stream right now on that note. And, I'll be back maybe this Sunday. Have a good one. Peace out. San Miguel. Peace.